Can I beautify this song? What a friend we have in Jesus. Okay, what can I do here? Da 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 da. Alright, so welcome back to another one. So quickly, in this one I'm going to be showing us some formulas that I've used all over the years that helped me kind of master all 12 keys, and that has kind of helped me play some of the few things I can play on the keyboard, and some of the little way I've been able to manipulate keys. So I'll be sharing us some ideas which I have used that has worked for me, and I feel should work for you too. For those of you that are still fighting with major, minor, diminished, and augmented chords, and you really do not know their place in a song or in music theory. So in this one, I'll be just giving us some few ideas of how I've come to master or how I see all 12 keys when I'm playing the keyboard. Alright, so I'm going to be on random keys. I might be on C or any kind of keyboard. I just want to quickly share some ideas that I use, okay? No. Okay, alright, so I have some of my ideas here written down. I'm going to write them in the description also, so you can also get what I'm talking about. So almost everyone started with the key of C. You learn your triads, and from the view of your triad, you already know your 1, 4, 5 are majors, 2, 3, 6 are minors, then 7 is a diminished chord. These are the chord qualities in the key, diatonically speaking. When you say that diatonically speaking, you are talking about the chords of each of these notes in a key. So when I say these are all chords in the key of C. They are diatonically in the key of C. So after you must have learnt your major, your minor, and diminish in the key of C. If you really want to look into other keys, you should also try and learn this, like your major scale. Try to learn other major scale of other keys. Learn C sharp, learn F sharp, learn G, learn A flat, learn B flat. You learn other keys, learn their major scale, because this is from the scale you know that 1, 4, 5 is major, 2, 3, 6 is minor, while 7 is diminished. Now, if you can learn this, something else you want to do is you want to learn your major on all 12 keys. You see? On all 12 keys. You want to also pick your minor chords. Learn them on all 12 keys. Like, practice them. Make it a norm for you to practice them. So you learn your minor, then you pick your diminished also. You learn them on all 12 keys. Because if you are going to be playing any song on any key, you are going to meet all these chords. So you want to make use of your metronome. If you have metronome, you practice C, C sharp, D, E flat, E, F, F sharp. You want to use a metronome. Then you also want to practice with the circle of fourth and circle of fifth. So you can play your major like this: C, F, C, F, B flat, A flat, A flat, C sharp, F sharp, B, E, A, D, G, back to C. You want to also do your minor like that, your minor chords. You also want to learn your minor chords. Then for your diminished, you also want to do the same thing for your diminished chords. So by the time you are learning this, what you are doing to yourself is you're kind of preparing yourself for the tasks ahead, because these chords are chords that you are eventually going to meet in different kind of songs. So learn them in their most simplest pattern like this. So after learning them and you've mastered them, then try playing simple songs. You can go after, let's say you learn A flat now, you learn the scale do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Sorry, not this, is this re, do. After learning the scale, you already take notes. You know your 1, 4, 5 are major. 1, 4, 5 major. Then you have your 2, 3, 6 minor. Then your 7 diminish. You can pick a very simple hymn like what a friend we have in G4, back to 1 chord, go to 5 chord, go to 6 chord, go to 6 chord, go to 7 chord, go to 6 chord, go to 5 chord, go to 4 chord, go to minor chord, go to 1 chord, da 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 da. You want to learn the chords, then you want to also learn the melody. You see? So you want to learn that song in the most basic way. So I'm kind of playing as if you are learning now and you're trying to play a random song. So you want to learn that particular song in the most basic way you can. Very possible. Then before you start learning maybe 7 chords, okay, how can I beautify this song? What a friend we have in Jesus. Okay, what can I do here? Da 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 da. Before you want to try to start beautifying the chords, you must have learned it in the basic way. By the time you do this for different keys weekly, you have keys you are working on. Before you know it, you can play this simple pattern. Because this simple pattern, this triad, is what you need to start with in every other key. Let's say you are going to F, 1 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord, 1 chord. Then let's go to 2 chord. It's a minor chord. 2 chord, 3 chord, 6 chord, 7 chord is a diminished chord. You see? A diminished chord. So you want to learn patterns like this. And before you know, you can play it on all 12 keys. If you can do that on all 12 keys, kudos to you, because you have a part of the task already done. Okay, so now another thing I did to myself was I learned every chord that I laid my hand on when I was still learning, and I was really following a lot of persons. So very important, you cannot learn on your own. You have to follow a lot of persons on YouTube, online, physically, meet people, ask questions and the rest. This pattern now, there's this pattern I was taught. This pattern, when I was taught, I was playing in the key of C sharp. So this pattern, okay, let me just show you. I was giving this pattern as like a harmonized way of playing my my chords. Instead of playing do, re, mi, fa, so, la, si, do, I was given this by a guy called what was that? AJ. 4 chord, 5 chord, 6 chord, 7 chord, back to 1 chord. At first, when he gave me this chord, I was confused. When he gave me these chords, when he said this is a 6 chord, when I play a song like Onisha Iyano, yeah, I'm going to a 6 chord now. You're the God of all, someone wonders. I'm like, this is not sounding like a lao. How am I going to use this chord? He was like, just learn this chord with time. You know how to use it in the song. I shall learnt it. Then when I started listening to other songs, scoring songs, I now know how they are using these chords. Oh, these are like drop twos that they were using to manipulate things. Oh, they were all drop twos. So today now, see what I can do with it. As when I was giving, there was nothing I could do with this particular progression. So whatever it is you are giving, at times I meet people, I just give them something and I tell them, just go and practice this. You wouldn't know where you'll be needing this chord to apply them. But with time, when you start learning songs, you will know how and when to apply them. Okay, so I learned every chord that I laid my hands on. So when I'm learning a new song and I meet a new chord, and if you are under my tutorship, I'm always going to give you a song to score, might be played by me or any other person. A new song, I see songs. Yeah, that takes us to the part where I say, I see songs as materials. I see songs as being resourceful. So when I pick a song like, let me see, a song like in the key of, let's say C sharp, there's this song, yeah. I have my shares of ups and downs. Times when there was no one around. God came and spoke. Now, in this song, playing it to this extent, if you know that song, go and listen to it. So, a lot of things was happening in the song, and I'm like, I can apply some of these things to my play. The other parts, after they played, God came and spoke, that's the passing chord to a 6. So, if I'm looking for passing chord, that's the passing chord, and if I have been trying to understand the circle of 4th and 5th and how it works, or other theories, this is it. From a 3 chord, they went to a 6 chord. Okay, I've been hearing of 7-3-6. Is that 7-3-6? But in this song, they just did 3-6. They omitted the 7. I'll take note of that. This was how I was learning. Then you see this pattern. Da 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 da. I'll copy it, write it down in a note. So whenever I'm playing a song like There's no God like Jehovah. 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 You see, I'm using that as a passing chord. To a 6 chord, I just learned that. Like Jehovah. Then I hear you see, in this song, they use this particular move to go back to a 4. So if I'm going to a 4, I can use that as a passing chord. I'm playing a song like There's no God like Jehovah. There's no God like Jehovah. There's no. You see, I could use that as a move. So I learned it in that song, and ever since then I've been able to apply it to other songs. Do you understand? So There's this other song on in the key of A flat. Uh, I lift my hands to You see, they're on the five chord. Now, these are some of the things we hear that we like, but we don't know how they played it. So that was on the five chord. They just did da da da. I can be playing a song in the key of A flat now. Tell me, or let's look for a song. You are the mighty God, the great I am for chord. Five chord. You see, again, you are the mighty God, four chord. Five chord. One chord. Let me just play without singing. You You see the way I use that particular move. It is from a song, so I can use it in other kind of songs. Jesus, you love me too much, too much, too much excess love. You see, these are where we take chords from other songs. That particular move was in the song. So when I tell you learn the song, or I post the song also, and I say learn some of the patterns in it, you should learn those songs because they have things that you want to take. Okay, in this song, more than anything, they did a passing chord to a six chord. They did something like a, you see, to a six chord. So imagine I'm playing a song. You are the mighty God, four chord, five chord, 7, 3, 6. This move again, listen to that song more than anything, by Lama Campbell. I love you, Jesus. That's the song. So imagine you are able to play that kind of song. You master those patterns. Like I said, songs are materials. You look at the moves. This was a 7, 3, 6. Don't you like the way they sound? This was the 5 chord. Then when they were on the 1 chord, they did do, re, mi, fa, sol, they slide and voiced. This is your 1 chord. They voiced it this way. Then they did, let me take it to C. This is like your 1 chord. So they did, that's the chord. On C sharp to be, where can we go to again? On F it will be, you see, these are ways you can advance your play by just learning songs. Look for already recorded songs, play along, learn it, pick the chords from it, then you add it to the normal chords you have. This is the way I've advanced myself, and I don't shy away from chords. Very important. When you see BB chords, don't shy away from them. Or let's say I play, okay, now I just played a 7, 3, 6 in the key of F. That particular 7, 3, 6, I learned it from a song. What was this song? All of my help coming from. I think the song was I will lift up my eyes to the hill, from where come help my help. My help's coming from the Lord, the Lord who made heaven. This is a chord again, a source chord. your 5 chord, you're suspending it. So these are all patterns. When I learn songs like this, I could apply it to other songs. I could do na ra na ra na re ke le na na re ke le mo na ra na ra. I could do na re ke le mo. What shall I render? You see, I've used that chord that I use from another song. So I'm going to drop link to some of the songs that I'm actually trying to demonstrate here, like 4 songs like that. I'll drop the link to the song so you can learn those patterns and take the chords from them and apply them to other songs. These are one of the ways you can grow. And I will drop some other materials in the link below for you to see and go through them. By the time you do all these things I've asked you to do. And for those of you that are playing in a specific key for now, fine, learn all the songs you want to learn in that key. But make sure you are learning your triads also. You learn your triads, you learn your inversions. Very important. You cannot overemphasize that. Because you have to know all your inversions. You might think it's difficult to play, so you are able to learn your inversions, learn your triads and the rest. You see that singing from all 12 keys is very sweet compared to just singing from one key. So for now, I'll be giving us other hints and tips that I feel you can use to master your 12 keys. For now, I'm drop some link, check the description below of some videos I want you to go and watch in the key of maybe the key of C or whatever key you play on. Just drop your comment below and tell me the key you play on. Then I will drop a material that you can learn and pick chords from. So see, there was a song I learned. I learned that song in the key of B flat. Lord, you are good. You've been so good. Lord, you are good. You've been better than good. I can praise you enough. If I owe you my life, I can praise you enough. Even if I try, 'cause you've been so good. You've been. Then, Lord, you are good. You've been so good. You see, I learned that song and I used that pattern to play in a very long time in the key of B flat. I used like a week and I played different songs in church. Before you know, I could play little things in the key of B flat. The key was no longer strange to me anymore. So don't see anything on the keyboard as difficult. No key is too difficult. Just give it your time and you'll be able to learn it. So I just used triads as example today. I didn't talk about 7 chords and the rest. In other videos, I'll show us how to practice your 7 chords, this is a 7 chord, how to remove the third and move it on all 12 keys, and how to remove your 5th also. You see, I'm going to show us different ways that you can voice your chords. Alright, so that's enough for this particular lesson now. If you feel you have any question and if you feel there's something I didn't mention or say, you can always drop your comment and I will address it. Because I don't want the video to be too much, I really have restricted time and I will not have there's little to that which I can say here. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and tell your friends about this channel. Bring your questions, they will surely be answered. Alright, see us in another one.